welcome to Three Things Live. Hi, Jacki.
Hey,
hello,
Allison.
everyone. I just have one question. What's everyone working on today? Because over here on Three Things Live, we're working on some really great things we cannot wait to share with you. So let's go. Welcome to Three Things Live. I'm so excited to be here today. It seems like things are kind of winding down. Winter is winding down, school is winding down, and Three Things Live is kind of winding down. But that doesn't mean we don't have a ton of fun things in store for you today. So I want to welcome you to the set with two of my favorites. Jacki and I were just talking about how they didn't ever let us be on together very often, and then all of a sudden, we are. So I've got Jacki and Sandra here today, and we are talking about when school winds down, what do we have in store for the summer?
Right.
So
right. Well, there's all kinds of really fun things.
Okay.
This kind of took me back to good old days, I guess you want to say.
Like last week.
Like last week.
Yes.
Every summer, I would always go and spend a week or two at my grandma's.
I did too. Did you, Sandra?
I did.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time in the summertime. I was raised in Nevada. My grandparents were in Idaho, so I would go up there, up to the Boise area, and I'd spend weeks up there with my grandparents. It was always fun, always fun.
I always looked forward to it. And the reason why is because, I mean, we really didn't do anything fabulous or anything. But the one thing I do...
It's just the little things,
isn't it?
It's those little things that you remember.
Yeah. My grandpa was a farmer, and he would always combine during the summertime. And so my grandma and I would always go and take lunch to him every day. You know, that is the one thing, and I remember that bonding thing. The bonding that I had with my grandma. I didn't necessarily talk to my grandpa very much, but I sure did my grandma, and it was really a great thing.
You know, I agree, Jacki, because I had the same experience. I'm sure Sandra had the same experience. I mean, it's kind of living in this area, but my grandpa was also a farmer, and we'd pack up and it was always a fun lunch, don't you think?
Yes.
I mean, it was the potato salad, and it was the sandwich, and it was
the fried
lemonade
chicken.
and the fried chicken and those kind of things. And we would head out, and my grandpa would shut down the tractor and come over, and we would eat lunch. But those are where I learned the skills too that I have today. It's sitting with my grandma, and she taught me to embroider, and she taught me to crochet, and she taught me all those skills that I still have today, and it was just spending that time.
Yeah, which is great.
Yes.
So it just kind of, I've noticed that there's a trend with grandma camps coming, you know, and it doesn't necessarily have to be grandma. You know,
Or
it could be a camp,
Yeah.
it could be an aunt, it could be a cousin, it could be all kinds of different things.
Could be your own kids. I mean,
yes,
you know,
exactly.
It's just something special.
So there seems to be a trend coming that the grandma camps seem to be going full-fledged, and I can't wait. Actually, my grandkids are still a little too little. But my grandma camp is blowing up the big bounce house.
Yes.
And letting the kids play with
my
those.
word, how fun.
But what happens when you think about those times? First of all, it strengthens your bond, right? Don't you think?
Oh, totally. I think grandparents are really important in little kids' lives.
Absolutely.
You know, I have lots of great memories, and I hope that I can bring those memories to my grandchildren too.
Right.
Because I really think that you can have a great influence on your grandkids.
So my mom did something fun too, and it wasn't even grandma camp, because I spent plenty of time with my grandma, and we would do those fun things. But my mom, when we got out for school, she was a list maker. And so she would, I mean, every morning we'd get up to a list, and it felt like a mile long of chores that we had to get done.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, be it wash the car, fold 3 batches of laundry, or all those things. But if we got our list done every day, then Fridays were fun days. And so it was kind of like that whole idea of grandma camp. And so we would
Yeah.
spend that time as a family. And sometimes it was really great things like we would go to an amusement park. But sometimes it was simply we would go and to the library and check out a book, or we would get to do something fun. And Friday was the fun day. And so when we think about grandma camp or mom camp, so to speak, it is those creating those memories.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's the one-on-one time that you have to spend as
Right.
well, right?
Right.
I think you have deeper relationships, and you have those
I think that deeper relationship is really important.
yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
Right.
And of course, it benefits the kids. I'm sure the parents love the opportunity to send their kids away to go and spend some
is.
time with grandma.
Oh, yeah,
because
for sure.
I think it also strengthens their relationships as well.
Right.
And it gets them to maybe unwind and to disconnect from social media or
Right.
or the video
I know, don't you love to
games.
tell your kids, those are not the rules of grandma's? And I feel like kids are always so much better for grandma than they are for their parents, if the parents go home.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
mean, you know,
exactly.
if the
I
have to
parents go
agree.
home.
Yeah.
If they're
Yes, for
around,
sure.
then you kind of, who do I mind? But
Yeah,
I
because
feel
the
like
minute
my
mom or
grandkids-
dad walks in the room, I hate, all hell breaks loose.
Right.
You hate to say that, but it's the truth, because there's a lot of times I'm like, you weren't acting like that 5 minutes ago before
Right.
mom walked in the door, so
Yeah.
why are
Right.
you doing this now?
Right.
Yes,
Right.
but you also can say, hey, we don't have phones at the table at grandma's house. Or,
yep.
Right.
and they seem to respect that
They
just
do.
a little bit.
They really do.
They
I know
do.
that my grandkids, they want to watch their iPads while they're eating dinner or eating lunch or whatever, and we just tell them no, that's not allowed. So they know now when they come to the table or they come to the counter, that has to stay at the couch or whatever. That technology is not allowed
Yeah.
while we're eating.
Well, what
Yeah.
are some of the fun things you guys have done with your grandkids? And you at home, what are some of the fun grandma camp themes or activities or whatever you want to call it that you do with your grandkids that they look forward to?
Yeah, I think it goes more than just activities. I think it goes to the emotional part of the whole getting together. And like I said, my grandkids are still pretty young. So to do an activity with them per se,
Yeah, it's kinda hard.
It's kind of hard.
And my grandkids, their age range is,
Yeah.
I've got 17, that they range right now from 20 to 3.
Right.
So there's a huge range, but I also have found that any activities that we do with the kids, the older kids are really good about chipping in and going and playing with the little kids and having
Yeah.
those fun activities.
Right.
And
Well, it creates the bond with the cousins.
with cousins, too.
And those
Oh, for sure.
also around, which, I mean, it benefits everyone.
Right.
Not only
Yes.
grandmas, but it benefits the kids that are involved. And, I mean, it keeps us young, for sure.
Right.
And we get to know our grandkids on a more personal level. I know sometimes you might be away from your grandkids, you don't live near them.
Right.
But that doesn't stop you, because
yeah.
we have this technology
I was just going
that
to say
we have available to us that we can actually do a virtual grandma's
just like
camp.
we do right here
Right?
with all of you.
So
I mean,
I feel like we have so many great things and great opportunities that we have nowadays.
Available, that's
right?
for sure,
I
that
mean,
you can.
the one activity that I do with my oldest grandson, he loves anything sports. So he thinks it's really cool that I would play elf. In basketball, like we have this little basketball thing, and he always wants me to go down and play elf or pig. Somebody may know that. So that I shoot baskets with him.
Oh, fun.
That's something so simple, but yet I know that means a lot to him.
Right.
There's a lot of different, whenever we get together with some of our kids, they like to play cards. They are real big at play cards. And one of the favorite ones that they have out there right now is called Flip 7. And
yes.
you do it with numbers. Obviously, it's a lot with numbers, but it really helps the younger kids learn their numbers and also their adding and different things. Okay, how much further can I go, or different things
Yeah.
like that. Dominoes are really popular with my
Yeah.
grandkids.
That's really fun,
They
too.
love to play dominoes.
Yes.
Right. So fun.
Yeah, it is fun. So
It
why
is.
why do you think it's trending? I think more families they value those experiences.
I think so too.
You know, and because we live in such a busy, busy world that these kids are so involved in so many things that I think it allows them to slow down
Right.
a little bit.
Gives their brain a little bit of a
It's the
rest.
nostalgia of some of the activities that you might do. And it just, I think it's just great.
I think kids really, they won't ever admit it, but they want time.
Yeah.
They want one-on-one
bet they
time.
do.
And so they do. Let's
Yeah.
see.
I agree.
Gail says, when her grads graduate from 4th grade, they get a trip with Grandma to Boston. Wow.
That's
okay,
awesome.
Gail, that's really awesome.
Yeah.
And they get to see all the historical sites, so that's so fun. And there's
Yeah.
a lot around where everybody lives.
Oh, you
that,
bet there
know,
is.
that you could just Google or get on a map and take those out. Let's see. Karen says she lives 600 miles away from her grandkids, and she looks forward to them moving closer. But but you know, like I said, between FaceTime and virtual and all of the things, there's so much to do.
Yeah, it's
So
really
much more.
fun. So hopefully that this has kind of brought a smile to your face and had you remember some of the great things in your life and what you've done with your kids, what maybe you could do if you're not quite, you could still do fun activities as a parent or
regardless of your
an
physical
aunt.
capabilities
Right.
or,
Oh, for
or
sure.
distance
Exactly.
or all of the things.
yeah, which is really great.
I know Sandra has a really
Yeah.
fun activity.
Yeah, she does, and it will be a lot of fun. But before we go, I wanted to read this. It's more than a trip, it's time, love, and memories that last a lifetime.
Oh, all right. Well, that is
That's
a
so
great
true.
way to segment into our thing number 2. So we will be right back in just a second.
Come on. Come on.
What if one small quilt block could help create one amazing quilt? As we celebrate America's 250th this year, we're inviting you to be a part of something bigger than all of us. Stitch Your Story America. We've invited creators from all over the country to create a 6.5-inch unfinished quilt block in all reds or whites, however you want. It could be pieced, applique, embroidered, painted, doesn't matter. Add your name, where you're from, and what freedom, home, or hope means to you. We'll bring it together into one incredible community quilt, stitched from stories across America. Your block matters, your story matters. Find out all the details at mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com.
Welcome back to 3 Things Live. I'm Allison.
And I'm Sandra.
And I'm Jacki.
And we are talking all things grandma camp and fun things to do with your kids. And one of the funnest things is watching the comments roll through
Yes.
and everybody is participating
Right.
in how
Yes.
fun they are. And it goes
Yes.
everywhere from these great trips to Walt Disney World just to playing board games
Yes.
with your kids.
Yeah,
And
it's really
and
a
I
lot of
think
fun.
that that's really fun. Well,
Yeah.
we have a fun project that I think is good for big kids and little kids.
Oh, I think so
And the
too.
reason I said that is because before we started, Sandra, the film crew come over and they're like, oh,
I want this.
Yes,
I
they're
want
all
this
looking.
Looks fun.
Pick
Yes.
on Hal a little. She's like, I think this is the advanced version of
Yes.
what are we making today?
It's an I Spy bag.
Oh,
and
okay.
see,
And
mine
look
are-
how
Do
cute
you
these
not
are.
remember
So cute.
using these at all
Yes.
when you were
Oh,
little?
yes.
When my
Yes.
They were
kids
not
were growing
fun.
up?
They were in a pop bottle. Do you guys
okay.
remember in a
Pop
pop bottle and you were shaking the pop bottle and they
Yeah.
were so noisy?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but there are these I Spy bags that you can do on the embroidery machine, which is actually really easy, and it didn't take very much time at all. So we're going to kind of walk through this. In fact, one of the girls said, "I need a list of what I can find in this thing." And
Yes,
so I'm
I
like,
think that is fun.
Oh, I should have made a list of the stuff before I put it in there.
That's
Yeah,
a great
that
idea.
would be a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
On mine, I actually typed out what's in there, and
Okay.
a little card, and added it to mine.
That's a
so
great
then,
idea.
You know, those that can read can actually read and then try and find.
Well,
I
or
think
you're
that's so
there with your little 3-year-old and find me something purple or
Yeah.
find me a,
Yes.
you know, a flip-flop or whatever, because,
lot of
you know,
fun.
those are few things that are in there. There's some.
You've got that jam-packed full of all
I do.
kinds of stuff.
I do. This one here is really full. This one's not so much, but this
Which
one
do you
is.
prefer, Sandra? Do you
You
like
know,
them more full or less full?
It
Do
depends.
they move around
They
easy
do.
enough?
They
Okay.
actually do. And I learned a trick that if you shake it, hold it in your hand and shake it like this, the objects come to the top.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the beads go to the bottom. So
Okay.
you just kind of shake it like that, and you can see how the stuff kind of comes up
Yeah,
to
how
the top
fun.
and mixes it around.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you can shake it the other way, and then now you got all beads. So you can hide them or do whatever, and then say, okay, now find this or whatever.
Well, it's adorable.
So-
I
so-
can't wait to see how you do it.
Yeah. So let's get started. Okay, I've started it a little bit. You're going to use a medium tearaway stabilizer.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then we put some project batting in there. And now, Jackie, I'm going to have you bring that over here to
Okay.
me. I did the first couple of steps here. And you're going to look at it like this. And Allison, I want you to trim this here without trimming the stabilizer. So
All
I've
right.
given you a couple of tools here that might give you a little bit of help
Okay.
on
All
what
right.
you're supposed to
All
do.
right. So I think the first one I'm going to do is just use a seam ripper, but I
Okay.
kind of want to make a little hole. Am I doing this right?
You're doing great.
I want to
Exactly.
make a little hole, but then I kind of want to put that blunt end because I don't want to poke down. So once I make this little hole,
I'm
I
going
feel
to put
like
you on the spot there,
I know,
huh?
I feel like I got that. Once it comes up just a little bit, then
Yep.
I love these
Perfect.
scissors because then I can
Yeah, they
can
work.
Yep.
cut right to the edge,
Yep.
and then I'm good to go.
Yeah, but when you do that, just make sure that you, let's pull it out this way. Right there, perfect. Just so that you don't get that stabilizer.
Right,
Okay, you
right.
got to
Yeah.
be careful not
So
to cut
I
your
really like to
stabilizer.
pull this up and be able to see underneath there.
But if by chance you do you have to start over?
No, you do not.
Okay.
It is fixable.
Oh, good.
So
All
there's a
right.
couple of things that you could do
Okay.
if you
well,
do.
that's probably good because knowing me, I probably would put a little hole in it.
You could take a piece of sticky back tearaway.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
sticky back wash away, either one of those, because it would go away. So yeah, and just take it and patch
Okay.
that hole on the backside, because you know we've all done it.
Right.
We have
yes.
all done it.
Right. So all is not lost.
No,
So
no,
that's
not at
great.
all.
That's a great idea because I
Yeah.
would get out the hot glue gun. I
Okay,
think.
so also you need to
course.
trim this part right
Okay.
here. So
All
just
right.
quick trim that part. And then we're going to take our front piece of fabric, and that's the one that I'm going to set this right to the side here. And that's the one that you see on the outside edge here.
I love in the hoop. Machine
Oh,
embroidery.
you know
fun.
what?
Oh, it is my favorite thing
Especially when you do
to see
projects
it.
like this,
Right.
bags or these,
Right.
because if you're like me, you're like, how is this going to come together? So
Yes.
it's like the magic of
I
it.
know.
Yeah, and this one, like I said, it's really quick. It's really fast, so it makes it really nice.
Yeah, your trimming is probably the one thing that takes the longest is to trim it, right?
Exactly.
How fun would this be to put like a special prize in there? Like I'm thinking of a family vacation that we have coming up, and I'm thinking of the road trip. To put like a special that if they find that and it only goes in one, then they get a prize or
Oh,
something.
that's a great idea.
Oh, that's a great
That's
idea.
a great idea.
Okay, then I'm just going to put my piece of fabric on top of that.
Okay,
So
and
then,
then
it's going to do a quick tack down line. Okay, go for it.
Okay, while you
Okay.
guys get ready for
Yep.
this, I'm just going to
Okay.
share another fun things. So Kelly says that they get a load of dirt every summer for the grandkids to
gosh.
play in. Dirt or sand.
Oh, the
I mean,
best
it's
grandma
that's so fun.
ever.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
no kidding. That moms, well, even some grandmas, I'm like, oh, do I want that in my house? But
Well, this grandma. But you know what? Nothing is better. So I have to share a fun game that Jeff was playing last year. We had the grandkids for a little bit. Maybe it's been 2 years, and they were dirty from helping him.
Oh.
He made them all pick a spot to go stand on the lawn and then shout out a number, and he would turn on the sprinklers associated
that's
with
so
that
fun.
number. And so I remember getting home, and my little grandson is like, Grandma, get out, this is the funnest game ever, because they wouldn't know what number was getting turned on, and they'd have to stand there. He'd turn on that sprinkler with that zone.
Oh, that's
Oh
a
my
fun.
gosh.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
or
gonna
even
do the
just
circle.
okay. Well, even getting out swimming pools.
Oh yeah.
You know,
or the hose.
Or the
I mean, let's
hose.
not make it. Let's not make it hard.
Right, the hose. Is
Your
a great-
littles love the hose.
they
I
do.
know they do because mine did.
Yes, they do.
I like to have the hose underneath the trampoline. And then
yes,
jump on the trampoline.
that I
is what
remember.
I do.
Yeah, I remember
Especially
my kids
in the
doing that.
summertime.
Yep.
It really helps
Yeah.
them cool off. So
Okay, so you printed the outside tack down, and now
And now it's going around twice for the tack down and
yeah.
holding those, right? I love this stripe on
Yeah.
it. This stripe is really cute.
just wait, I got the rest of
Oh.
the fabric here.
I love it.
the
and
rest
then-
of the fabric.
You get to trim that circle one more time,
Oh,
Allison.
I don't know why I drew the short end, but man, this one's making me a little bit more nervous than
Then the other,
one.
Okay, one more
Okay.
time.
Well, still is
I
all
kind
is
of
not
lifted
lost.
it with that, and then just kind of lift it with. Okay, you got it,
She's
girl.
got it. Yeah.
You're good. You've learned fast.
Years of practice.
There, you've done well. You've learned that really fast there, Allison. So you're trimming out that. Now those two steps right there are probably the ones that you have to be a little bit more cautious about the rest of it.
Okay.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to put that scalloped edge around the outside
Oh,
of this
that's
right
so
here.
adorable.
cute. I
That
love that.
completely makes
Yeah,
that
it really
whole
does.
project.
So I've got a piece. So as soon as you get that one done, we're going to do background quilting first. So I
Okay.
apologize on that one. So we're going to do the background quilting on this outside edge. That just takes a couple.
So this is just like, that's another reason, is that it looks so finished and it looks so professional.
Yeah,
Yes.
you've got let's see, the background quilting on it, and then it's got the fun scalloped edge on here. This one here hasn't been filled yet.
It's
So you
cute.
can see I've got quite a few here that we can play with.
How
right.
many grandkids do you have?
I said 17. I have 17.
you got a ways to go then on these, Sandra. I know what you're doing this weekend to be busy.
Yeah, we've got a couple of littles. 5, 4, and 3. The next age group goes up to like 9. So we've got a little bit of
That's
a
nice.
gap right there.
I don't
but-
have that.
Yeah.
I have 7 under the age of 5 right now.
Oh, I had that at one
So,
time.
it's a busy place when they all come to my house.
Yes,
So
it is.
While that's quilting, let's talk a little bit about where they can find some of these
Yeah.
things.
Okay.
Because the actual design, the machine embroidery design, it does not come in sewing. This is a machine embroidery project.
oh.
Is actually found under As Seen on 3 Things Live.
Okay.
But cue the confetti. You ready? Free in the club.
Oh.
So yes, this
there you
is
go.
That's
a
awesome.
design that is free in the club. So we're so excited about that. And then we just figured you could just use your scraps, but the vinyl is just the Kimberbell clear vinyl. That's
Okay.
what we use for that. The poly pellets, we have a link under our Amazon affiliate.
Perfect.
And then this is just filled with just buttons,
You get to
toys,
put
and other
whatever.
things, whatever you want to
I've
put in
even
there.
had some that they put stickers in as well.
Oh, stickers.
So you could do
Fun.
also a sticker one and use those.
Yeah.
This one here, I think your pink's going to really show. I
Oh,
wanted
yeah, I
it
love-
to really show.
I love
on
to
this
see
one.
the quilting on it. It's
Yes,
really,
I-
really cute.
I think this is really cute.
fun.
The way that it's digitized
Yeah.
is awesome. We're about there. So,
And that didn't take that long,
No.
really. You could actually get up and go get you a drink and come back by the time it was all done and ready to do the
I
next
know. Are
step.
you guys seen my fabulous
I
sweatshirt
love
that
your
Lynn
sweatshirt.
sent me? I know. Jackie's like, I
I
need
said-
to sublimate
leave it
that.
there.
I need to have one that says I need a diet
Go
or
ahead,
a
push
Coke
green.
Zero. All right, we're going to start the next one.
Yep, it's going to just give a
Oh,
placement
fun.
line here.
Okay.
Really quick for
Our vinyl, right?
Nope, not yet.
No.
We're going to put this fabric down first, or the little bit of fabric in that
Oh,
scallop edge.
okay, so you get to cut,
Okay,
you get
can we
to do
get
some
really
cutting.
close
too.
here so that you
Yeah,
can see
but I'm not
these?
going to make her do that.
Okay,
So we'll see.
we
I'll show
have
you.
something magical,
Yes,
right?
we do. We have magic in the air today.
Yeah, so there's a little peekaboo through here. I was wondering
That's
how
so
that
cute.
happened. Isn't that so cute?
That is darling. Well, it's adorable. I'm loving everything, every part of this that I'm seeing.
Yeah, so it is. It's a fun, like I said, it's a fun little
Oh, it's
project
so
to do.
cute. Okay, so,
Yep, you can go ahead, put that on there.
okay, and we just put this on,
Uh-huh.
and then it's going to tack it down in that area, right?
It is.
Okay.
So we're going to put that
Make
over
sure
the
that,
top
oh,
of that.
cute fabric. Look at this darling cupcake
I thought
fabric.
that would be really cute for
That is adorable.
my little 3-year-old
I love
granddaughter.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. I think I need to make some of these.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
yeah.
I do too, and I don't really
And-
have littles, but don't you think Dakota would
Oh,
like
I
one of
need to-
these?
Oh, you don't have it. Yeah, like these ladies here are like, ooh, this one's fun.
Yeah, well, I'm just
want me
saying
to make
that
you one,
I
huh?
would make one for myself and put it in my car so that when we're traveling somewhere, then I could play my own I Spy game.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, just okay. So Allison, I want you to look at this one really quick, and I want you to find me a duck.
Okay, a duck. And it has to be a true duck. All right, so while you guys are all looking at, tell us some of the things that you would like in your I Spy bag. I wonder if you could do them themed, or
I can
if you
see
would...
one right there. What's that right there?
That's a seagull.
No, that right there.
Oh, hit Sandra, we got to go back to the farm. Look at that little duck right there.
That's so
yes,
cute.
oh, look how fun that is. Let me put this right over there so
And
you
they
guys
have-
can see this purple duck.
He's a
right
little
here.
That is
purple duck.
He's a
darling.
purple duck. Yeah. Do you see what I thought she was talking about? Is that seagull right there? I'm like, yeah.
There's a couple birds in there, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
love the beads. I think the beads would be great. You could put a
Yes.
jack. You could
If
put
you have a child learning their colors,
yes.
I think that would
Very
be
much so.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much.
Okay.
So now you're at this point. You're going to trim that. Okay, I'm not going to make you do
Okay,
that.
I'm like,
I'm not going to
all
make
right,
you do
Sandra,
that.
now I know
No,
you
no, no.
hate me.
But you're going to trim that.
Okay.
And then you're going to put some vinyl on the top of it.
Okay.
So, tra-la, we got a little bit of
Look at
magic here.
this.
Wow, this is like, fantastic.
That is perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
So now, though, I am going to have you trim the vinyl.
Okay.
So
All right,
I
and
don't
it's
know if you
just-
want those or if you want these. The little curved ones are a little bit easier because of the
they're-
hoop.
Yeah, and because their vinyl's a little bit stiff.
But
This
only
is-
the outside. Don't trim that inside vinyl.
Oh, I'm like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
No,
that
no,
would
no,
be
no. Don't trim that inside vinyl.
just the
do you know
outside.
what we call that at our house, Sandra?
Yeah.
The ex-wife moment. I hope she's not watching. I hope she's not watching, but that's when we have to say something that is so
So-
obvious.
So is there a trick to cutting the vinyl or something special, or you just cut around it?
Just cut around it. You do want to make sure that you don't obviously cut your stitches.
Right, right.
And
Be
it's
careful.
a raw edge applique.
It is
so-
a raw edge. And also, you kind of have to watch a little bit on your embroidery machine and make sure that your foot isn't down too far.
Okay.
Because if it starts hitting that vinyl, you'll find a little bit of jerking with it.
Okay.
So if you have your foot hovering too close
Okay, that's
to
good
your
to know.
project, does that make sense?
Yeah, that's good to
Then
know.
you need to make sure and lift that up because the vinyl will kind of.
So one time I thought I'd be really smart. This is don't do what I do. So one time I thought I'd be really smart, and I put my vinyl down and then did the satin stitch all around the edge of it. Don't do that,
Well-
especially on this project. The reason why is it perforates your vinyl.
Yeah.
And I can just see, shaking this and then these
All of
going
a sudden
all
they
over
all
your
go
car.
everywhere.
It would be like sand at the beach. You'd
So you
never
can
get
see that it
all-
has that
Yeah.
scalloped edge,
Yes.
obviously, and then we cut the fabric out. And then it will do the satin stitch on it, okay? Then it will stop, and then you put your vinyl down, and then it does that bean stitch on the outside
So
edge of it.
cute.
And that's what holds your vinyl down.
Luckily,
I
when I
love
said
it.
that, you
So-
didn't see Jacki and Sandra's face when they're like panicking for me.
So we are, at this point, we're going to jump ahead a little bit because I want to
Show how to put it
show
together.
to put the handles on it.
Oh, good.
That
Okay,
right
okay.
there, I think, it would, right now, it would put a little design right here. Change our thread there, if you don't mind,
Okay.
to this red that says I Spy. It
Yes.
would do this I Spy right here.
Okay.
But in all sense of time, because we don't have a lot of time to do all of that. The biggest thing I want to show are the handles on this, okay? So it's going to give you some placement lines for the handle. So Jacki's going to change our thread because I really don't want pink in this.
I
Not that it
don't
would
blame
show,
you.
but
Right.
the others, couple of the other steps might show. So we're going to, I'm going to give you a couple of little tips.
I love tips.
And what I learned, putting on
Okay.
these handles.
All right.
Okay?
Perfect. That's what we love.
So you have just a piece of webbing.
You want me to
So,
just go ahead?
Go ahead and,
Okay.
and push, it'll have 2 little marks on there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep. So this is just a piece of webbing. And you
Okay.
use about 6 to 8 inches of it, depending on how long you
What
want
if I
your
didn't
handle.
have webbing?
Um,
Would you suggest I get some?
yeah, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I would suggest a webbing, or you could, if you had like a heavy cording or a rope, you could
Oh,
use that.
okay.
Oh, yeah,
Just something that you could use to hold on to this.
Okay.
Now, take a look at the difference in these 2 webbings there, Allison. What's your
Yeah.
thoughts on that?
So this one is a fabric webbing, and this one is more. It has a little bit of vinyl
it's your
in
ni-
it.
It's your
a
nylon.
nylon.
Yeah,
Right?
Right.
you know, I don't really have too many thoughts except for this one would wear a little bit and get a little bit dirty, where this one is going to stay a little bit cleaner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now there's the hygiene versus
Okay.
Allison Hoff. That's
So
take issue.
the first thing you want to do is, if you're using a nylon webbing, you want to singe the ends of
Oh,
it.
yes.
So because they do have a tendency to unravel, and this is going to get a lot of wear.
Yes.
And pull, and so you want to make sure that your webbing doesn't
you
unravel
can just
on
do
the
that
ends.
with a lighter. and
Correct.
that.
Yeah,
I mean,
Just
you know.
use a lighter, a click-it lighter, whatever, to do that. Now, the one thing that I found the difference in these 2 webbings is this cloth one is a lot more pliable.
Yes.
So, what you're going to do is you're going to line this up, and you're going to line that so that that is right on that line.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to tape that down.
Love the tape.
And trust me, you want to tape
Yes.
it.
I can see that you would.
Okay, then I'm going to fold this one over here. Don't get it twisted.
I was going to say, make sure that
Okay.
you don't twist it. I love, look, public service announcement. Abby, you're hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, this is our public service announcement. Love it.
and we're going to put that right there. Okay. And I'm going to, don't skimp on the tape. I'm just telling you.
I said
Yeah.
make it sure it's not going
Okay.
anywhere.
Now, the thing that I learned here, it's going to stitch a line down here and a line down here. And then your machine is automatically going to jump to the next step, which would be to put your back on it.
Okay.
Do you see something that might
Well-
might happen as you're doing that?
Well, yeah, you might. That might get caught.
Exactly.
I can see that, and you could have a disaster.
I did.
Public service announcement.
Just
she
saying.
had, yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I left
From
it just
experience.
like this, and then the next thing you know, it jumped to the next, and my foot got caught up underneath there, and it pulled it out of the hoop. Now, because it's a medium tearaway, it was very easy to get it lined back up.
Because you could, and because you might have had, you know, your little laser beam.
Yeah, exactly.
Not all of us.
Because then you put the back on. So my recommendation is don't do what I did.
Right.
Make
Tape it.
sure and tape this down.
All right.
That's a,
Okay?
that's-
Just make sure that's taped down good.
and it's not going anywhere.
And that it's covered so that you could also put a piece of topping on it
Oh, okay.
to cover that up, because then that would help. You could also raise your foot up a little bit to make
Yeah.
sure that that doesn't happen. With the cloth one, I don't think it's as
I would still
easy
tape
for
that.
that. I would too,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
would too.
For sure, you want to tape that down, but you tape that down. It's going to stitch here. Then you're going to put your back on, and it doesn't really matter as far as which one goes where, but you're going to put your back on. That's going to do your final tack down, and then you turn it, and it comes out.
Okay,
like
did
this.
you sew your back together once you got it stuffed?
I did.
Okay.
Okay.
I did. Kris did not.
She glued it.
She hot glued hers.
Okay, that's perfect.
So
That's-
either way.
Right.
Either way.
The other thing that I found is make sure that your overlap isn't any more than maybe an inch.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know.
Okay,
Probably
the
hard
reason
to
for
get.
that is because once you get that stuff in there, if you have a very large overlap, that's going to lift up, especially if you just stitched it down.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Okay,
overlap
does
will
that
lift-
make
yeah, the
sense? Does that
overlap,
make sense?
The fabric will lift
Yeah.
over
Correct.
in
So
there.
you want to make sure that your overlap here
Just about an
is
inch.
just about an inch.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, when you put those two down.
Perfect.
So there you go.
Word.
That
What a
is
fun
so-
project.
I really
fun-
want to
All right,
make
by
one.
the raise of hands, who
Little
is
bit.
going to make an I Spy bag? Because I cannot wait. I cannot wait to
I'm
stuff
going to make it for myself.
Me too, Jackie.
I think, yeah.
Yes. And when we get tired, call me. We'll
Okay.
switch I Spy bags.
You got it. I will.
All
Okay,
right.
Terry is asking a really important question that I think that we can show you this
Yes.
on a baby lock or a brother. We're using the Brother Stellaire. So let's just really quick show her how to adjust the foot height.
Okay.
Go to,
Do you want to just go out of
your
settings?
Go to your settings page. Go to your little page right there.
Okay.
And on the very bottom of page 7 on this machine,
Right.
it says embroidery foot height. Okay.
And then you'll use-
And you just want to lift it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Plus or
anytime.
minus.
Yeah.
I like to do this anytime I have an envelope backing because I don't know about you, but have you ever, I
Oh,
mean,
yes.
I don't know about my friend, but have you ever got that foot caught in that envelope
Oh.
backing?
Oh,
forget
yes.
to tape it.
Yeah, no,
It's,
never,
it's,
ever.
it's an ugly
Yeah,
And I
sight,
don't lie
for
either.
sure.
Yeah.
No, it happens. It
does.
it totally happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once you've got it all put together like this, then you put your stuff in it. I used about a cup of the white of the
Okay.
Of the pellets.
Pellets.
And when you buy it, you're going to get a big old bag, which means you're
Yeah, you're gonna be able
you're
to
gonna
make
be
a
able
lot.
to make a lot,
Quite a
or,
few.
or maybe find a friend and split that.
Oh, there you go.
yeah. Yeah.
There you go. How
Share with a
fun.
friend.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
awesome.
All right,
Sandra, that was so fun.
Great. That was
Great.
so fun.
Oh, I'm
Thank
so
you.
inspired.
Great hints and tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely love it.
So there you go. Make yourself some I Spy bags.
Yes. We have another fun thing that you can do, and those of you that have sublimation printers, stay tuned. Even if you don't, you're going to want a sublimation printer after you see this. So we'll be back in just a few minutes.
You have never failed me.
Oh, good. Well, I hope
You
I
do
don't
good
fail
work.
you on this one.
Remember that 3 Things Live is where we always have something to make you smile
Something to learn.
and something to discover.
And don't ever let fear stop you from learning a new skill.
Let's go.
I think paper piecing is really fun. I think it's so precise, and you can see
Oh,
I've
you
got
can
it
see right through it.
right. So you're going to lay that there, right side up. This is piece number 2, and I'm going to lay that right there because I've got that already sewn right there. And then I'm going to take this, press it back like this. We're going to use this little seam roller. This is your seam line right there that you just stitched on. Fold your paper right on that seam line.
Okay.
Go right along that. I've got to put number 3 on right there. And we're going to flip this over, and she's going to use the front to stitch.
Right on the
there,
line?
Right on that line. Let's bring that over here and show them what you've done. So you can see, well, whoops, what am I going to do there?
Oh, no.
It's sewn into the seam, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to pull that right there, pull it back a little bit.
And look at that.
There's that for you right there.
Welcome back to 3 Things Live. You know, I love the discover part because these are just fun little things that we discover. And Jackie, are you constantly discovering what you can do with your sublimation?
Always. Yes.
Always. What about you? Have you discovered you need one?
I've discovered that I need one.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
That's what I thought, Sandra.
Yeah, exactly. I have. Galas this last week, we did a lot of projects with the sublimation, and I'm just like, oh man.
One
You
more
guys,
thing,
one more
even if
thing.
it's on the kitchen table.
You just did it.
absolutely.
You just
I
did
hear
it.
a lot.
I
Sandra,
know.
you just do it.
I
I hear a
know.
lot of, I don't really have room for another machine.
You don't, it's okay.
Just put it on the chair, the kitchen
There's-
table,
there's
the
lots of
counter,
places.
whatever.
Okay.
There's lots of places. You can put it on a shelf up
Yes,
above.
yes.
If you don't have a a counter, you can just put a shelf up above.
I got
and
a
put it
nice
on there.
counter in my laundry room.
There
Will
you
that
go.
work?
Yes, anywhere.
Well, I know
Okay.
you two can relate,
Okay.
and I want everyone out there to tell me if you can relate. But one of the things that I learned from my grandma was the art of embroidery. And I know sometimes hand embroidery is a 4-letter word, but there's so much research. Go out and Google it between that hand and eye coordination and your brain and the development of the brain. And so I think it is a fantastic skill that you can teach young kids. And when they can come up with something easy and fun that they have worked on. My mother-in-law always gave our kids a sewing box that had embroidery thread and needles and just a simple project. But this is a really great project and something you can do with your sublimation printer. And even if you don't have a sublimation printer, you could really trace or buy something that you can do this. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to start with just simple clip art. So we have taken some clip art that is just found in a Word document, online. You could take something from a coloring book, but send your kids to find something that they want to do that is just a really simple design that doesn't have a lot of lines or details
a lot
in
of
that.
detail.
Yep. All right, so then the next thing is you're going to just send that through your sublimation printer. So once you have that through the sublimation printer, and so this is just some simple cherries. Once you have that on the sublimation printer, then you would print those out. So this is just a printout. Now, as you can see, be sure to put a piece of parchment paper or something because it'll bleed. I'm telling you, I did a fun little canvas like Kris showed on the sublimation printer for my mom for Mother's Day. On my ironing board now, my mom and dad's face is staring at me constantly because I forgot to put this I know. So Jeff always comes in and he's like, are your parents watching you iron? I'm like, yes. So you're simply going to take this Aida cloth, and you can buy this anywhere. We have it in the store if you wanted to call the store, use our Amazon link. But you're going to take and you're going to just iron and sublimate that design right onto
You
your
don't
Aida
have to
cloth.
have a heat press for this one.
I would use a heat press because it goes really clearly.
But you could use your
iron. Yeah. It's just what happens when you use your iron is a couple of things. So you don't get an even heat on there. So you might get a little bit of shadowing or ghosting is what they call it.
Well, you also moisture. You're going to be running into moisture as well with a regular iron. So make sure that you don't use steam.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I'm asking for a friend.
Who might get a sublimation printer before we end that. Yes, so you just are going to iron this on your Aida cloth. And
that
then,
is so cute.
Look how fun this is. Then it's all
ready to go.
Ready to go. And so then you're just going to simply teach, just the counted cross stitch on that Aida cloth.
Now this is I like to see this, Allison, because this is your really fine print Aida cloth, and this one here is something that more of a smaller child
more
could
of a
do.
beginning. And this is actually using like that heavy chunky yarn that we carry in the shop, so that they can get that high eye-hand coordination where this is just.
I love that.
This was a little bit more detailed for finer. That's
so
perfect.
fun.
Isn't that so fun? Okay, now, grandmas, by the time you get to lunch and the afternoon of grandma camp, this is a project you want to go, because what you're going to do is you're going to get this all ready and you're going to say, now we're going to spend an hour with you stitching. You can have a nap.
Quiet
Quiet
time.
A little bit more quiet. I'm not sure a nap would work because one of those is going to unthread their needle, or they're going to do, and it's like, Nana, will you fix this for me?
Right, or you're going to get the bird's nest in the back.
But it's a little bit calmer and not so much that you can just kind of relax a little bit. You're right.
Sandra's talked like maybe she has done that before. But isn't this a really great, fun way to just put a design on Aida cloth?
I love the really big Aida cloth.
I like the look of that.
I do too.
I
With
do.
this?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that so fun?
And the cherries would be
these cherries
darling.
be so fun? Yeah. I mean, and the fun part about this is that I see so many designs that are just left in the hoop. And that they can just take that, leave it in the hoop, help them put a little bit of backing, and you have a project to send home with them. And they have determined what that project is going
And
to
I
be.
think that's a
I
great
love it.
idea.
Yep.
I love that,
Perfect. That is
Allison.
a
Thank
wonderful
you.
discovery.
Well,
Discovery.
love it from Kris. That's her discovery. So, which we forgot to excuse. She will be back tomorrow, but she just had a few things she needed to get done today. So I got to
Yeah.
fill in, and that's so fun. Does anybody have any questions about that?
I think it's great. I love the idea
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
I you know,
Yep.
great
really,
ideas.
really fun project. So fun.
Okay, twist my arm. Twist my arm.
You would love it. I know you would.
I know.
I know where you
Robin.
can get one. You follow me back to the warehouse.
Okay.
All right. Well, that wraps it up for Three Things Live. I have some very important announcements today. Are you guys ready? The first one is tune in tonight at 6:30. Turn on your Facebook or your app notifications because we have a special download pop-up sale that is all downloads tonight. Now, there are 20 plus new designs that you have never seen before for
Wow.
machine embroidery, for sublimation, for scan and cut, for all the things that you do not want to miss. And they are on a sale, so they are seriously so dirt cheap. So that is tonight, 6:30 Mountain
fun.
Standard Time, over on our Facebook page and also on the app. So
Ooh,
you want
fun.
to turn in tonight. I think that Kris is going to do that from her brand new sewing
Yay.
room that she has almost completed. So Mike's going to
great.
help her out. So we are getting ready for that. Stitch your story. You still have a couple of weeks. And Z said to me, she's gathering all the blocks. She goes, you should see some of these blocks that are coming.
There's some
They
beautiful
are
ones.
absolutely
Great ones.
fantastic.
They are
Those of
so
you
really-
that have participated already, thank you, thank you. Those of you that haven't, there's still time. They just have to be postmarked by the last day of May in order to get those in time. And then tomorrow is our book club day. Now, I'm telling you, Remarkably Bright Creatures is a fantastic book. If you are a reader, you have got to read it. Have you guys read it?
Yes.
I watched the movie.
Okay.
And I also watched
I
the
watched
my
the movie
gosh.
too. Did you cry?
Oh gosh, it was.
I
just
told
very
Alice,
hard.
wait, Alice, if you are watching, I told you wouldn't cry. Then I watched the movie this weekend. I was sobbing on the chair. My husband wanted to know what all the hype was about. He read the book and watched the movie with it and actually said it's one of the best movies he's seen in a really
Yeah,
long
it
time.
was
So that's
good.
over on Netflix.
I'm
was
gonna
good.
read the book now that I've
Yes.
seen the movie. I'm like, okay,
There's
I
some-
really
there's some
like
differences.
that, and I
So-
want to see
Yes.
how they did that. So
Yeah,
I am
there
going to
are some
read the book.
differences. So it's really a
Yeah.
fantastic book. So join us tomorrow on Three Things Live for Book Club. And then tomorrow's also the last show of the season. Yes. Now we'll be back in September
Yes,
live.
absolutely.
But don't
See
don't
you
fret.
in September. No.
We're gonna see you with so many things.
That goes something like that. See you in September. Yes.
Okay.
Allison. Yes.
Okay.
Just
There
say
is.
yes.
Yes, there is absolutely there is. I just cannot sing along. Janine says she loved the book better than the movie.
Yeah.
Always, I feel like that's the case, but
Yeah.
the movie is fantastic. But yes, the last show
I'm
of the
gonna read
season.
it.
But we have a whole bunch of things I'll show you right up our sleeve. Because
Okay.
we can't just stop for the summer,
No.
right?
No, we'll keep busy.
It'll be just different formats, different things to bring you. So we are going to take a Three Things Live break. But if I can give you one hint today, where's that public service announcement sign? Public service announcement number 3. Turn on your notifications.
Yeah.
Watch the website. Watch your emails. Watch your texts. You do not want to miss out on this summer because we have so many fun things planned. So, all right, with that, thank you.
It was so
Thank
fun.
you. It was really
great.
fun.
really
I
fun.
I learned a
Great.
lot
Great
here. This is
project.
great.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
cannot wait. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.